What's up, everybody? Tommy Har with the Real Side of Real Estate. Today we are back at the house we're doing a full series on. We're going to take you start to finish on a full gut rehab. Before the videos you watched, you're going to see us designing a lot of raw content. Today you're going to see us executing the plan. So we had our demolition crew come in. I want to give you a lot of pointers on demoing walls, demoing out walls, demoing out a lot of the things throughout the house so you can start fresh in these projects and not have to redo things. We're going to talk about the design finalized, and we're also going to be talking about prepping for framing. We're removing a wall right now as we speak, throwing in a beam. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So let's go inside and let's check it out. So the first part of the process when you go into a full rehab like this is going to be what's called demolition. It's nothing like what you see in HGTV. You're not coming in with a sledgehammer, you're not bulldozing everything. It's actually very calculated. So before you even start swinging any hammers, the people that are going to be doing the demolition, you have to be very, very specific about what you want to keep and what you want to remove. So an old house like this, the trim is usually old and beautiful. We want to keep that if we can. So if you look around some of these windows, the mantle, around the old windows, this is nice old trim that we're actually going to keep. This plaster and drywall on these walls, they're actually in very good shape. So in order to get to the next part, which is going to be like your electrical in those walls, they're already insulated. All we have to do is trough out holes in those walls and fish wires up. So you don't have to completely demo everything if you don't need to. You have to evaluate each wall, what's going to be inside those walls, and go from there. So when you're talking about demolition, you want to make sure that they get everything. So number one is the debris, the plaster, everything that you see here. Beyond that, they have to scrape out all the old nails in the floors. They have to pull all the nails and screws in the old 2x4 framing and in the ceiling. Because if you don't do that and you go into the future, your drywaller, when they start to put drywall up on the ceilings and the walls, they're going to have to start pulling nails and you're going to have to pay more money. So while your people are here, set the expectation. What do you want to keep? What do you not want to keep? Pull all the nails, make sure all the debris is in the trash can, because when you have to start calling that demo person back time and time again, you're just going to get nickel and dimed over and over again. So take the time, spend time, make videos while you're on site and tell them exactly what you want, because if you just put it on paper, it can be lost in translation. So as we start to go upstairs, you'll see that we did not actually demo a lot of these walls upstairs because this house is 100 years old, but this is actually drywall. So at some point, somebody renovated this house, and we also popped holes in these walls and saw that it was well insulated. So if you have exterior walls, they're already insulated, they're not cracking, sometimes you can keep them because a lot of times you're not running plumbing and not a lot of electrical through those walls. So as long as you're not having to cut into it a ton, you can actually just what's called mud these walls up, which is drywall repairs. So all of these holes and these lines you see, these will just get a level 5 mud, which is our drywall crew will do, and it'll look brand new when it's all said and done. So up here, we did the same thing. We were very clear about what we wanted. This wall looks good. This wall looks good. That trim looks good. The trim throughout this entire room looks beautiful. This wall, like we talked about under design, I'll tell you exactly what we're doing here, it's gonna get removed. And we gotta run new electric, all that good stuff. So what we're gonna be doing here is turning this into a bedroom. This is where the bathroom was. Where Rob's standing is another bedroom. And we're gonna be adding a bathroom from the chimney over to this window right here. So the cool thing about these big rehabs, if you're doing a full gut rehab, you can remove windows if you're doing exterior siding. So we're going to be removing this window. It'll be covered in siding, and this window will be boxed in. So you'll have your one window here, and then you'll have a wall right here with a door to a bathroom here, and a door to a bathroom right here through this one. So we'll have a Jack and Jill bathroom off of these two. This wall will be here. It'll come over. So this where I'm standing is a closet. The door is going to be the same, and then your bedroom will be about 8 by 10 the other way. So a smaller bedroom, but it's going to allow us to add a bathroom over here, in which we're going to do the same thing with this window right here. We're going to be removing it, sheathing it, and siding over it. So you'll never know it was even here. Next, demo. Going back to demo. Same thing. We kept all these walls. You see they already troughed out some electric in the past. So they updated the electric at some point. So that's what we're going to be doing with these older walls is we're going to cut about 4 feet up because that's where you're going to have these electric outlets, 16 inches or so. And you're going to trough out the electric around and they're going to fish wires up and then you're going to drywall patch it. Therefore, you don't have to rip out all these walls. It would have cost us probably $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 to demo this entire house. It cost us right around $3,000 plus 3 dumpsters. So we paid probably right around $4,000 for this demo, where it would have been double if we would have demoed out everything. So when it comes to demolition, be very, very clear about your expectations. What do you want to keep, like we have here? What do you want to go? Make sure you pull all of your nails and screws and make sure that they broom sweep everything. So you need to have somebody walk it once they are done. Once they are done, you need to walk it, and if those expectations are not set, you do not pay those people. And another thing with demo, never pay deposits, never pay people for partial, because demo is a job that takes a couple days, they're in, they're out, and they're done. Once you pay them a little bit, they're not gonna come back. So be on them, set the expectation, and then execute the plan. And furthermore, on the design of this house, I showed you guys what the 2 bedrooms and the Jack and Jill is gonna look like. It's gonna be really cool to see the before and afters on this video. So stay tuned for all that as we get farther and farther on this project. So this is the master. It's pretty big. And this is a walk-in closet with this closet here. We're deciding to frame this out. We're gonna add a door right here. And turned here is gonna be a vanity and maybe a toilet. We're still trying to figure it out. So vanity, toilet, shower, or shower, vanity, toilet. So this is gonna be framed off. And we're gonna be adding a master walk-in bathroom. So this is what sells the houses. This is the stuff you gotta start thinking about as you wanna renovate these full rehabs. Once it's open, once it's clean slate, this is the time to do it. So let's go downstairs and let me tell you about what we're gonna be doing down there. So down here, we don't really have a spot for a coat closet. So we're gonna be framing out a coat closet right here, 24 inches to 36 inches out. In here, we got the guys already removing this wall. We're actually recessing this beam up into the ceiling. So most times, as an LVL beam, it would sit under these walls. So the wall, so you see the wall that's here. It has joists, ceiling joists running this way and ceiling joists running that way. That means that this wall right here is holding the load of the upstairs. So if we remove this wall and didn't carry it, it would cave in. So what we're having to do is put a beam up in this wall that's going to recess it. So you can do it one of 2 ways. Number one is the easy way. It's running a beam, so you have load points on both sides. So you double or triple 2x4s on both sides, and you run a beam under it to where it sits where this wall is. It carries a load. But what we're doing here is we're cutting the joists out. So they're using their protractors right here and getting straight lines. They're going to make 2 false walls, a false wall right here, a false wall right here to hold the load. And then they're going to recess this beam up into it after they cut these joists. So you have one full flat ceiling all the way from the living room all the way to the dining room, and you never know it's there. So that is how you get an open concept, and we got our load-bearing beams right here. These are LVLs. These are laminated beams. They're created to carry loads of houses. So we're going to have this recessed up into the ceiling. So we have beautiful open flow, open concept. And we're gonna have a lot of can lights. It's gonna be bright as hell. It's gonna be beautiful. So here, we're framing out all these windows. Gone. I'll be standing in the kitchen. So the island's gonna be going this way. We're gonna have a nice big L, range, microwave, all the way around to a fridge. A lot of counter space. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be large, and that's what sells these houses as well, in the bathrooms. And then lastly, people like to have a half bath and first floor laundry. They don't want to go in these old basements. We're framing out a half bath right here. These windows are also going to be removed. So A half bath right here, vanity with a light, a toilet coming this way, and then we've got a washer and dryer setting right here. So that's the stuff that you need to think about, when, especially in these old houses, 2-bed, 1-bath, 3-bed, 1-bath. You gotta add bathrooms and you gotta have a nice big kitchen. So that is what we went through, and that is the final plan of this house. So the next video you're gonna see the framing complete. So you're gonna see 2x4 framing out this bathroom. You're gonna see this wall is gonna be open. You're gonna see this thing start to come to shape, and then we're gonna go through what that looks like. And then beyond that, we're gonna talk about mechanical systems, what the electric should look like, your plumbing, and your HVAC to get it ready, for drywall and start putting this house back together. So we're about a week into this project right now. Team's rolling. About a week, you're gonna see it look even different. As I said before, when you're planning these projects and you're doing a full rehab inside and outside, you can delete windows on the outside to make more room for certain things. So this window here, we're re-siding this area, and that's where our kitchen is gonna go. If we didn't do that, we wouldn't even be able to use that space as a kitchen. So in order for us to do that, we have to eliminate these windows. We're gonna frame it, sheathe it, which is plywood, kind of like we have here, and then we're gonna do vinyl siding on the bottom. So this bottom, we're gonna have vinyl siding. You see where it kind of transitions into cedar shake. We're gonna keep this original cedar shake up there. It's gonna look beautiful. We're gonna probably be doing a white on white with black accents with the door and maybe the gutters. But I'm super excited to show you guys this process. It's gonna be super exciting. Our budget, we finalized it yesterday. We can actually go through in the next video on what our budget's gonna be. Our budget's right around $100,000 to $110,000 to completely renovate this house and finish it. If we hit it, I'm gonna be a happy man. If we don't, it is what it is. So be on the lookout for the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're getting value out of stuff like this. And join the Real Side of Real Estate community today if you wanna learn how to do this actually in depth every single week with me. So like and subscribe. Let's get it.